to all the viewers. My name is Richa and I welcome you all to We Talk Do You Show, a show by Puberty to Menopause, a public health awareness initiative by Human Biologicals Institute. Human Biologicals Institute, a division of Indian Immunologicals Limited, shaping global healthcare by spearheading the One Health Initiative. So, One Health Initiative talks about optimum health of animal, people, and the environment. IIL was established by the National Dairy Development Board (NDDB) in 1982 as its unit and later registered as a company in 1999 with the name Indian Immunologicals Limited. Human Biologicals Institute was established in the year 1998 when the Government of India requested IIL to produce a modern tissue culture anti-rabies vaccine to phase out the unsafe nerve tissue vaccine. The first manufacturing facility of Human Biologicals Institute was established at Ooty. The facility is one of its kind in India to have rolled out the first varicose culture rabies vaccine in 2000. Subsequently, Human Biologicals Institute launched other vaccines and currently we are the major player in human vaccines. Leader in anti-rabies vaccine segment and present in around 50 countries. 3 state-of-the-art manufacturing facilities at Ooty, Gachibowli and Karkapatla, also known as Genome Valley. HBI has forayed into the market of clinically proven wellness products and infertility range of hormones. Our vision is shaping global healthcare by spearheading the One Health Initiative. While coming to our mission, it is to innovate, produce, and market quality healthcare products and services to improve and extend lives. While coming to our values, we believe in providing affordable products with high quality through continuous technical innovations and improvements to meet our customers' need. Now, as we know, we are a kind of company who will definitely look after taking care of environment as well. We proudly bring before you the Green Initiative as we have launched the flagship brand anti-rabies vaccine Abhairab in an eco-friendly pack. And with this, we could reduce 160 tons of plastic per annum. Now, as a company, we don't just manufacture and market products, but Human Biologicals Institute has done a lot in the corporate social responsibility and have taken up various projects. One such project is adoption of government schools. We have adopted 2 government schools in Karkapatla facility and totally revamped the facility and given private infrastructure to these government schools. And with our intervention, the strength of these 2 schools have been doubled. Our other program is Gift Milk Program in coordination with NDDB. We are giving additional nutrition supplement to over 1600 school-going children of Telangana and Tamil Nadu. And as we know, we are into the field of rabies. We have tied up with FIAPO, Federation of Indian Animal Protection Organization, to make Thiruvannamalai rabies free. You can visit our website www.indimmune.com. Our toll-free number is 1800-313-999977. You can follow us on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Insta and Twitter. You can also visit us at www.fearlessagainstrabies.com and www.pubertytomenopause.com. So today we have with us renowned experts as well as renowned gynecologist from Guntur. Welcome, doctor.
Hi.
With your permission, ma'am, I would like to just introduce you to our viewers. Dr. Sharma is a young, enthusiastic and cheerful gynecologist as well as infertility consultant. She is the chairman and co-founder of Hopewin Hospitals, Guntur. She did her PG diploma in assisted reproductive techniques from Kiel University, Germany, and fellowship in basic ultrasound and endoscopy from Foxy. Also, she has colposcopy expert. Also, she is colposcopy expert training from Delhi Gynec Forum. She dedicates herself in conducting various gynec awareness programs, and she is socially very active. She is an active member in Sexual Medicine Committee (FOXY) and sub-editor in Dr. Parag Patel Awareness e-newsletter. She has also served as a faculty and moderator for Open Forum Awareness on Adolescent Sexual Health, organized by POGS in June 21. Also today we have with us a dietitian, Ms. Komal. We are so happy to have you, Ms. Komal. She is an expert dietitian working with Krishna Hospital and Medical Research Center, Pune. She is a life member of IDA and IAPEN. She has earned various awards and published and has also published several research papers in renowned journals as well. Welcome, Ms. Komal. Very good evening, Dr. Shama. Very good evening, Dr. Akhila. Dr. Akhila is an expert medical officer from our company, Human Biologicals Institute. To carry on with our discussion forward, I would request Dr. Akhila. Dr. Akhila, we can carry forward. Thank you.
Good evening, Dr. Shama.
Unmute, ma'am. Dr. Akhila, unmute.
Dr. Akhila is not audible. Dr. Shama, am I audible to you?
Yes, yes. I can hear you.
Yeah, Dr. Akhila, you can say now.
Good evening, Dr. Shama. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Good evening. So, good evening.
Unmute, right? Dr. Shama, we would like to carry forward as Dr. Akhila was asking that what is actually disordered eating, first of all, and how does it affect the pregnancy?
Actually, when I see this topic is really important, like in pregnancy, when the disordered eating is always from the starting to ending, it may be in different scenario that in the start of pregnancy they will be they will be feeling nausea and they would not be eating properly, and they will be having a few people having vomiting, and on base of that in the starting of the first trimester, there will be a decrease in their nutrition. Almost they will be having a 20%, 20 to 30% of their proper nutrition, and it will be due to their nausea most of the time. And in the second trimester, when there is a increase in appetite or increase in cravings, they will be categorically in pregnancy, like eating disorders, eating problems are particularly challenging during managing the pregnancy, and which is the time when the women should have a proper nutrition to balance the pregnancy as a whole and to support the growing baby. And in these, as I see, first to categorize these disordered eating, so, it is like a illness actually, debilitating like a illness, and it is marked by some abnormal eating patterns. Question of one's weight gain and self also. They fall into three types actually, and these three types are anorexia nervosa, bulimia nervosa, and or binge eating disorder. So in these disorders we will see in during pregnancy as well, and these are called anorexia, as we all know. This is called pregnosia. Type pregorexia, pregorexia. So this pregorexia is a combination of pregnancy and anorexia. So what happens in this is women perceive themselves as overweight, even if they are overweight, they will feel so like overweight. So obsessive thoughts will come about food and weight, and they probably to decrease their food intake. So using of laxatives and exercise excessively also are symptoms, and they will lead to lose a lot of weight during pregnancy as well, and it is very dangerous. And another one is bulimia nervosa. Women uncontrollably consume very large meals, which then makes them feel guilty and ashamed. And to weight gain, they induce vomitings and purging, and use laxatives and dry diet. And in other scenario, there will be binge eating disorder. Women lose control out of craving. They will eat which is not correctly suggested for them, and lead to overweight or obesity. And having excess weight causes feelings of shame and trigger binge eating attack. So due to overeating, there will be excessive weight gain and sugar situations like diabetes and other problems due to anorexia nervosa and also bulimia nervosa. There will be a causes of IUGR. Uh, which in many circumstances where the proper proteinaceous and vitamins are not highly going into the fetal circulation. So it may lead to few conditions. So these are the conditions. These are the disordered means the eating thing happening during pregnancy, and also it may lead to few types of like constipation. Due to constipation, there will be hemorrhoids and bleeding tendencies during defecation. So these all problems take place. So during pregnancy, these are the disordered eating things which we can enumerate. Yeah. I'm able to hear you.
Hello.
Dr. Sharma, are you able to hear me?
Yeah.
Uh, Dr. Sharma, what Akhila is asking is, how does this disordered eating then affects a mother and child, both during pregnancy?
Yeah, during pregnancy, weight gain, and if there are problems of ingestion of these types of food, she may be landing up to having constipation. Through that, she may be and without having proper proteins, she may be landing. For fetus, there will proper proteins and vitamins, and landed up in the IUGR, and preterm labor abortions can occur due to disordered eating. Yeah.
Dr. Sharma, also I would like to ask you that many a times, a pregnant woman thinks that if she eats more during pregnancy, it will be good. So due to which they also lead to overeating. Is it fine, or it impacts the mother's health in a bad way as well?
But eating in the quantity as well, more, if it is healthy, it will not affect much. If it is healthy, she is eating, it will not affect. But if she is eating any junk food, or if she is eating which will spoil her in other way, like excessive weight gain or excessive amount of means maida and flour products, which will enhance her in leading to constipation and other gastric irritation problems, or any like food infection. Commonly, we see what is the food infection. See, they will be having a lot of gastric motility is decreased. testosterone means indigestion. So if she is doing a lot, if she may ending up in like indigestion or chest pain or heartburn easily. So along with this, if she is continuously eating more, as you said, if it will help herself and baby, she should maintain the level of proper quality of food she is eating fruits, dry fruits, fluids, in a proper way, then it's not a problem. But if she is getting choice of eating the junk and which is not, it may lead to problem.
Miss Komal, can you hear us? Because I'm unable to see your video. Miss Komal, can you hear us? I hope you, ma'am, you need to actually on your video. I think she is unable to connect. Dr. Sharma, we would like to continue with you. So, what kind of food, Dr. Sharma, a lady should take while she is pregnant, and what all could actually help her building her health as well as her child's health in a better way?
Yeah, actually, I want to answer this question trimester wise. In the first trimester, according to symptoms, if we go, in the first trimester, she will feel a little bit of nausea and she might be requiring a lot of fluids, and also she may be requiring vitamins and minerals like vitamin D, or B complex, calcium, and also zinc and magnesium supplements she may be requiring. So according to that, if she go for in first trimester, if she go for proper food rich in vitamin C, it will be fine. And B complex, along with the B complex rich food, she may take. And according to the first trimester, if she's feeling nausea, she can take a few means ounces of she can take 2 hourly gap of meals, small meals, every 2 hourly she can take, so that indigestion and also acidity will be reduced with smaller meals, 2 hourly. Not binge eating or not eating at a time a lot of food. As I told you, gastric motility is decreased and it is very severe in the first trimester. So in the first trimester, I suggest her to take vitamin C rich food, fluids, a lot of fluids to balance any vomitings are there, dehydration is balanced, and also fresh fruits. Fresh fruits in the morning at 11 o'clock, she can take 3 to 4 varieties of fruits, a bowl of fruits, and she can repeat the same thing in the evening. 5 p.m. she can repeat. And also dry fruits, she can take badam, four, and walnut she can take one, and anjeer she can take two. Like that, dry fruits also should be included in her daily means routine. Likewise, as a food, maida should not be the staple food in during means pregnancy. It will lead to constipation and other problems. So that masala and high rich of means spicy food should be avoided, and she should be concentrated on taking a lots of fluids like buttermilk, and sabcha water, and also lemon juice. Like that, fluids also she need to take a lot, coconut water and fresh leafy vegetables should be considered. And once in a while, means non, if she is a non-vegetarian, chicken also, such food she should take care in the first time. In when she should be having craving, she should control. Two types of craving will be there in pregnancy. One is for spicy food, and other is for chocolates and sweets. So this craving should be limited. If she has a limited craving for means limited means she should cut off her craving for spicy food. If she continues to have this spicy food. Hello, hello.
Dr. Shama,
Um,
we are able to hear you.
yeah, in the second trimester, if she continues to have such type of she increases her spicy food, then she will land up into severe amount of cholesterol and severe amount of means she will be landing up into the constipation as well. And spicy food will lead to in lot of patients I have seen spicy food and maida food I have seen, they have landed up in constipation, hemorrhoids commonly we see from the second trimester and third trimester. And there will be a lot of bleeding tendencies, and also I have seen in means pregnancy in second trimester and third trimester. And as we see in pregnancy induced hypertension, a lot of time we tell them in hypertension we have to use less amount of salt, but in pregnancy induced hypertension there is no connection with salt or something. It is related to placenta. So most of the time in pregnancy induced hypertension also we have to have a lot of fluid. Diabetes mellitus or gestational diabetes, we ask them to have a proper diabetic, strictly diabetic meals. That is to avoid maida products and also carbohydrates, a lot of carbohydrates. We ask them to have a proper protein diet and a high fiber diet, so that they don't land up into the constipation, and they have a proper protein to have proper amount of amniotic fluid and all proteinaceous things which will transfer to the fetus. So likewise in third trimester also, as they will be nearing to the delivery and all, they would have a proper not landing up into the anemia or anything. They should have fruits like apple, pomegranate, and also they can take some types of fluids and groundnut, carrot, beetroot. These will also enhance their HB levels. They should not be increasing their HB also out of pregnancy. They should have a proper meals. Actually, when there is less amounts of amniotic fluid due to the nourishment or something. Few people say that there will be malnourishment due to have proper diet in first trimester or second trimester. But what I see in first trimester, if they don't eat anything, they are getting vomitings and all. They are fine. One woman came to me in the second trimester. She was having 3 months of hyperemesis gravidarum, and she was not eating well for 3 months, and she lost 20 kg. She was 20 kg, and she was hospitalized all those months. She was hospitalized, and some 300 salines were 300 bottles of salines were went to her. And what I see is the baby is fine. I told her when they came to me for abortion, I only suggested her to give me one chance so that I can revive the situation. I can stop that vomiting. But she was pleading me. See, the girl had lost. Means her mother was saying the girl has lost 20 kgs and 300 salines. 3 hospitals we have went, and 300 salines that she has taken, and now we don't want to wait for anything. So I have told them, give me one chance, and we have treated her hyperemesis gravidarum. She was fine over a night, and she changed her, uh, decision. She wanted to put a baby because it was after 10 years of their marriage that baby was up to a level of 20 weeks. The baby was 20 weeks, and alhamdulillah, the growth was fine. Baby was fine. So that's the thing which I wanted to stop. I don't want to make it terminate. So they have listened. After that, I have given her a proper diet plan. She have continued that diet plan, and alhamdulillah, we have delivered that baby. Successful girl has born. So, like the diet which mothers take, mostly directly may not be means giving pressure on the baby, but once the baby is growing fine and mother is getting a lot of fluid, it will suffice. but baby is growing due to her placenta and blood flow and what are the fluids it is growing. Here it has proved that mother is not taking any food but only fluid, but still the baby has maintained the health because every fluid has consists of vitamins, I mean minerals and food. So it has proved me that mother is she's not eating well for minimum for 8 weeks she was not eating anything by oral. Whatever she was eating, she was vomiting. So like that we need to see in second trimester. In third trimester, when you are nearing, there should not be any constipation. There should be any means anemia. Likewise, we need to tell the in pregnant baby we need to tell. These all things we need to see.
Very right, Dr. Sharma. Dr. Akhila would like to ask an important question, Dr. Sharma, which most of our viewers would like to know. Over to you, Dr. Akhila.
So, Dr. Shema, what are the complications a pregnant woman as well as a fetus can go through if the mother is having disordered eating habits?
Yeah, as I have told you, if the mother is having the disorder, as a accumulated like pregnancy, the pregnancy and bulimia or binge eating, she may be ending up into few problems like gaining more weight sometimes, and it will lead to means sometimes diabetes mellitus, and it may cause IUGR sometimes and polyhydramnios, and which will lead to uh, fever. Okay, so IUGR can cause means less growth in the baby, and also due to the in the maternal in the mother, if she's not taking proper supplements of calcium and proper supplements of other vitamins, she may be landing up of body pains all the time, and she may be having a lot of weakness and fatigue. And in mother as well, as I told you already, due to constipation, she may land up into hemorrhoids and during in her last trimester, it will be more, which I have seen in the patient. And due to her eating disorders, she may be liable up into a lot of problems in first trimester as well, due to excessive vomiting. If she's continuously eating some but like high oil and high quality, she may be liable to much more vomiting and all. So in maternal vomiting and also the indigestion problem, and also in diabetes, uh, zero population and maybe high risk of anemia, maybe high risk of induced hypertension. So for improper means improper eating habits, and also fetal, there may be UGR, means intrauterine growth retardation will be there, and also there will be preterm labor causing complications in mother. So C-section will be increased due to IUGR and preterm labor. We need to go for C-section if there are much more complications in mother. We need to go for C-section. The rate of C-section will be increased. So like that, we need to, yeah.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sharma. So we have Miss Komal also with us, who is a renowned dietitian. So Miss Komal, Dr. Sharma told us regarding to particular gynecology perspective, and as we know, the topic for today is disordered eating during pregnancy. So, what are your views on it? What is disordered eating, and how you can explain it to our viewers?
See, disordered eating basically it is not following the proper diet, or sometimes it is like people have tendency to follow unhealthy eating patterns. Like they have concerns like putting on weight, changes in body shape. There is anxiety. There is a concern that I may be some foods may be harming my baby. So all these misinterpretations about eating, and then there is unhealthy eating pattern, and this definitely affects the growth of the baby, because as per the theories goes, like early age programming, that's your genes are forming, your early programming, that is, it happens during the first 1,000 days of the, like from the conceive, when the baby is conceived till up to the 2 years of age. So if at that time, if the proper nutrition is not given, if there is disordered eating, there is shortage of any nutrition, there is excess of any nutrients, this again affects the entire programming of the baby. There is a risk of stillbirth, birth, low birth weight, and then the major risk is like long time complications. When the kids grow up, they may suffer from chronic complications which can affect their entire life.
Yeah. Also, Miss Komal, I would like to ask you, like, what all diet patterns should a lady follow during pregnancy? And sometimes a lady, her cravings are there, so she will be eating more at once, and after that, if she's not having any willingness to eat, she will drop the meal. So, what do you suggest at that time?
First thing is follow a basic principle of four meal pattern a day. Like she needs to have minimum 4 meals a day. That is the breakfast, which she must have before 9 a.m. Her lunch, which should be between 12 to 1. Her evening snack, that is brunch, that should be between 4 to 5. And her dinner, which should be between 7:30 to 8:30. These are the basic principle that first she must follow. Then comes the second principle of including foods from different food groups. We have food groups like cereals and pulses, fruits, vegetables, milk products. Then there is non-vegetarian foods. There are nuts and oil seeds, and fats, oils, sugars that we have. That is the last group. So minimum in each meal, she should, like her breakfast and her snack should include at least three food groups from the food pyramid. Like if it's a breakfast, then it should have a cereal source. Like if she's having poha, then along with goes a protein source, that is a glass of milk. Then there is goes a nutrient source, that is a fruit. So these combinations she must have. And for the lunch, minimum foods from minimum 5 food groups should be included. Like if she's having like chapati, then chapati, vegetable, dal, a curd or glass of buttermilk, and something nuts, rich in nuts and oil seeds. So these are the basic principle that she has to follow. Along with this, there has to be some small frequent meals in between. They do not have to be a heavy meal. Like if she's a working mother woman, then for her it's not possible to prepare meals. So if she has breakfast at 9, at 11 a.m. she can have a glass of buttermilk, or she can carry a chopped fruits with her which she can have, or she can have a chickpea, something nutritious every 2 hourly. This will definitely help her to meet her nutrient requirements. Along with that, she must be particular of including certain foods more in her meals, like walnuts, almonds, fish. These are rich in omega-3. Then iron-rich foods like dates. Then there is pomegranate, beetroot, which has to be included in her daily menu. Vitamin C, she must make sure that she has something rich in vitamin C, or at least a glass of lemon juice with her every meal. This will help in the iron absorption. Non-vegetarian sources, yes, chicken or eggs, fish should be included at least through 2 times a week. Then there are cultural restrictions which usually I discourage my patients from following. Like there are months where they don't eat non-veg, there are times when they fast for days. These habits should be definitely discouraged. A complete 2 hourly pattern, at least 4 hourly pattern should be followed, and more try to include at least 2 hourly patterns, small frequent meals, foods from different food groups, and then we have a healthy pregnancy.
Yeah.
Okay, does eating more non-veg lead to non-digestion during pregnancy?
Sorry, I couldn't hear your question. Can you repeat it?
Does eating more non-veg can lead to non-digestion during pregnancy?
See, it's not eating more. It is calculated. Like
Yeah.
we suggest up to 1.2 to 1.5 gram of protein per kg body weight for your pregnancy. Then it has to be calculated. We cannot say that eat less of non-veg or eat more of non-veg. It is again calculated. If the person is not much of doesn't have much of habit of taking dals or pulse, or they may have develop nausea for pulses. Like sometimes I have patients who have nausea for pulses. So for such patients, we then try to include non-veg as a protein source. But then preparation is like we ask them not to follow the traditional curries or gravies. Rather, it has to be like air fried or roasted with minimum oil and minimum spices, and that they can have every day. So again, it is based on their calculations, like if it has to meet the protein requirement for the day.
Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Komal, and thank you so much, Dr. Shama, for being here with us today. Dr. Ms. Komal, there is a question actually for you in the chat box that if a woman is pregnant and also diabetic, can she take fruits? If so, then which fruits could be taken and which should
Definitely,
be
she can
avoided?
take fruits. Five. We ask them to limit five fruits like pine, mango, chiku, banana, custard apple. These fruits we ask them to avoid. Rest all fruits she can have. Like every day, 1 to 2 fruits she can have every day. Just we ask them to skip the fruit juices. She can have the whole fruit, but fruit juice has to be skipped.
Okay. Dr. Shama, are you there with us? I think, yeah, Dr. Sharma is there with us. Uh, Doctor, there is a question related to diabetes and pregnancy in our chat box. So, could you suggest some good tips, Dr. Sharma, I will say, apart from nutrition also, if a lady is diabetic and pregnant, what all she should take care during her pregnancy? Maybe do's and don'ts, we can say?
Yeah, of course, as Komal ma'am has said very rightly. Am I audible?
Yeah, ma'am, definitely.
Yeah, okay. Then, actually, I have managed a few diabetes patients. One patient was having diabetes from the start, like before pregnancy, she has diabetes. And other few pregnant ladies have managed like they were suffering from PCOD, and when I treated them, they got means gradually they have shown raised levels of blood sugar for them gradually when they were getting these type of when I have tested them OGTT at the at the gestational age of 24 weeks and 32 weeks, we will go for oral glucose tolerance test. In that, we will test for fasting glucose, and after 20 grams of glucose, we will test for blood levels at 1 hour and 2 hours. If they are raised beyond limits, first up till 140, we will ask them to means maintain such a balanced diet, and if the levels are 140 to 180, first we will ask them to control complete control of sugar high sugar maintaining diet, and also we will ask them to maintain means less amount of sugars in whatever they are eating, and we will ask them to have a proper timely diet. And after 4 weeks, we will check their FPS fasting levels, and after post lunch, we will test them. If they are getting like that only, like beyond 180 or up till 200, we will start. So like that, they should be monitored about their blood sugar levels, and also along with this, they should have protein powder. We will ask them to continue with their protein powder from the start of second trimester. We will ask them to have iron, calcium supplements, and also protein powder and multivitamins. So these protein powder will enhance them to have a proper protein level in their body. It will maintain because in diabetes, what we see is urine glucose is excreting, and also proteins are excreting. So likewise, the needs of the maternal as well as the baby, we have to check on it. Few times I have seen is in the diabetic ladies, many of the times polyhydramnias, they will be landing with polyhydramnias, so that their condition, abdominal is distended beyond limits, beyond some means gestational age, it will be, they will not be means tolerating that distension, they will be self completions, they will be having some disturbances, inconvenience, so that when we check, there will be a high amniotic fluid index increase. In such patients, we plan them to control And so in polyhydramnios, we will be having few drugs to decrease or maintain the fluid level. But beyond some limit, we will go to some invasive procedures. But beyond that, we will ask them to completely control the sugars in their diet. If it is for the day, as the common one is explained very nicely that 4 hours or 2 hourly regimen should be there. Since the morning, means the early morning, they have to take a proper timely food. That is, as she correctly said, 8 to 9 breakfast should be there, and 12 to 2. In between that, they should have their afternoon meal and in evening snacks, and also night before 8 o'clock they should be taking their means dinner. And in between in between these timings, they should take few fruits, dry fruits, sweet veg, and also salads they can take carrot and beetroot, kira and tomato, and these should be included in their daily regimen. And as fruits also, which in dietary supplements they have means ma'am has shown already that they can avoid two things like custard apple and chiku and banana and all. Beyond this, every fruit like apple, oranges, everything is very much helpful. Guava and oranges, and grapes, green grapes, watermelon, muskmelon, these are also very helpful. Pomegranate. So these should be included in this daily regimen. And beyond diet, we have to things like they should be slightly more. We see in the third month NT scan, we will see the position of the placenta. In that, if it is not too low, we ask them to have a normal walk for 10 minutes or so. They can have a normal walk or yoga, or they can do little sort of hand movements or little sort of stretch exercises. Means which are available at a training they can do. So such sort of a normal physical exercises during pregnancy, it will help them to not to gain that much weight or to maintain their blood circulation and everything. So these all should be taken care, and she should have a proper antenatal checkup, in which time she should have anti scan or anomaly scan. She should be maintained. And in case of diabetes mellitus, mostly we see in anomalies, cardiac problems in the fetus, or kidney problems in the fetus, which are not reversed actually. Means it should be taken care. They should repeat ultrasounds in between of 24 to 28 weeks. They should be going for fetal echo for sure. Uh, Mainly, patients which I deal out means I will be managing. Compulsorily, I will, after anomaly scan, in the span of 24 to 28 weeks, we will go for fetal echo, so that we will know the condition of fetal heart. So it will be very essential in case of gestational diabetes or pregnancy-induced hypertension. In such cases, in such mothers, these disorders in eating will be much more progressively harming the fetus and as well as mother. So, this case in in pregnancy.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sharma. Ms. Komal, we have one more query from the audience that can excess eating of something during the second trimester lead to diabetes? If so, what all should be avoided while eating?
See, firstly, if you want to prevent diabetes, mostly important it is to avoid long meal gaps. I am in a rural setup like at Karan. We have women from rural area where they have a pattern of long meal gaps and then they're diagnosed with GDM. So
Yeah.
our first suggestion would be to avoid long meal gaps. Have something every at least minimum 3 hours of gaps, not more than that. Like, maximum gap should be of 3 hours and not more than that. Second thing is refined foods, like they have a pattern of eating bakery products like biscuits, then those kharis or breads, cakes, and all these foods should be totally avoided during pregnancy. And the sugar consumption in daily food should not be more than 3 to 4 teaspoons per day. Like sugar, jaggery, or honey. You can include any one of these three, or you can include all of these three, but the total count should not be more than 3 to 4 teaspoons per day. More than that, like if you are having laddus every day, then make sure you don't take your like sugar or anything into your milk, or don't have kheers or those foods. Have a balanced meal. Have like each meal should have something rich in fiber. Like if you are eating chapati and dal, try to include at least one leafy vegetable, one salad with it. If you're going out, make sure you have a good amount of salads with your meals. This will definitely help you in controlling your blood sugar levels. And have all types of vegetables in your daily meals. Like there is a tendency, food patterns or food habits, where there is excess consumption of green leafy vegetables because they feel that is healthy, but then we ignore other vegetables like pumpkin and drumsticks. There are many other vegetables available in the market. Try to include all of them in your daily preparation. This will definitely prevent GDM, and try not to put on excess weight. Like during your total pregnancy, you have to put on only 10 to 12 kgs of weight. If you're putting on excess of weight from the beginning itself, make sure you meet a doctor, you meet your gynecologist, or some dietitians. She will help you guide in proper meal planning.
Thank you so much, Miss Komal, and thank you so much, Dr. Sharma, for being here with us. Uh, that expert guidance, I will say, from Dr. Sharma, as well as what I came to know from Miss Komal as a dietitian, this is actually so valuable. And thank you so much, Dr. Akhila, for being here with us and carrying, giving some good points to our viewers. Thank you so much to all.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you, Richa,
from
for
here
inviting
we
us, giving
come
us
to
this
an end.
opportunity.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Here we come to an end of our session. And once again, on behalf of Puberty to Menopause, a women health awareness initiative by Human Biologicals Institute, I wholeheartedly thank to all our viewers as well. We request all of you to visit www.pubertytomenopause.com for more information on various health aspects of women at different stages of life, and also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Insta to get more updates on health and live talks with expert doctors across the nation. Till then, choose better nutrition and build your fitness. See you all again in yet another interesting health topic. Thank you so much. Thank you
Thank
once
you.
again.